Check that out. You got to hit some wrong notes before you go cell phone. You say that's how you go. Well, I'm gone, yes, yes, you know you're gonna do this song. It sounds like nothing till you're brave enough to string the chords together into love. And suddenly you sing something worthwhile. 13,000 smiles. Ain't it fun to sing yourself to sleep alone? The king in your old empty home. Then and all I had to do was comfort you, and that saw me through. For you, setting on the line. Da da da. Do you will remember? Silence over. Silence never. I want to do something different here, but it's. Let's get out of E. Let's get out of E. Let's go to G. Ah, nope. Play a little bit from the album. What a terrible disservice I'd be doing to songs I worked so long on to butcher them. However, you would have no point of reference. Maybe I am playing stuff from I'm not. I'm actually playing stuff just like I thought that I would practice not being self-conscious and not prepare anything, and that's just me playing. This is how I play. I pick a key, I do a thing. I'm not normally scared because there aren't people watching me. But when there are people watching me, I try to fight back and go, oh, hold on. And that's how I get to this thing, which I didn't have before I went live. And anyway, I fell asleep like you should, but it was in front of the TV. I woke up and I was tremendously ready to go back to sleep, knowing full well I would have a full night's sleep if I just walked over to the bed and fell asleep. You would think that would have been enough of a thing I could have done, and yet I didn't. It was 10 steps to just get into bed, washed up. 10 steps. That's all I had to do. I'm an adult man. All I had to do was wake up from a deep sleep, transport myself 10 steps to a bed, and continue doing what I was doing with such a guarantee of sleep. And I couldn't do that. I hung a right into the kitchen, and then I picked up a guitar. And I thought to myself, who's going to yell at me for that? I'll get back to sleep. I said, I'll go back to sleep. And then I picked up a guitar and I do the thing I do where no one's listening. And I just try to play as purely as I can. How do you practice switching simultaneously between rhythm and lead? That's a good question. I never liked playing alone. I never liked the sound of an electric guitar playing alone. I was a kid. I was like, this can't be just it. So I'd figure out all these tricks. One of the things was turning down the E string to whatever key the low E became and playing around that. And then that really is what I still practice. Can you be listenable on one guitar? Don't speed up. once you get that, reminds me of Call of Duty Zombies, where you play until you die. So once it gets easy and you go, okay, got it, you just throw yourself more in waves. New wave incoming. Is it time for a new wave? Then I'll hear this thing, I'll hear like a new thing. That was terrible. And sometimes when I screw it up, I go, I seek to understand what I've done wrong. And then I'll break it apart, but it's not very listenable. It was actually, I figured out way too late in my career that I was doing that on stage. So I'd be practicing on stage. I'd play something adventurous and I'd fall and I'd go, I'll get it right. But I was in front of many people and I would just play the thing again and again until I got it right, or maybe not got it right. But I was like, yeah, we should say this for being home. These people paid good money. But that's the joy of playing alone, is setting a low dynamic ceiling and playing inside of it. Because you do have a low dynamic ceiling on a guitar alone. I also think you don't even need to play chords for a while. I don't even know what key I'm in. Hey. I play Helpless? I don't remember how it goes. I know all new things, man. I just remember how it went. Again, that'd be a weird song to... It's not bad, actually, alone. If I'm helpless, yeah, then I start trying to figure it out. The same drink that gets me out the door is the same drink that puts me on the phone. And the new thing if I'm helpless, tell me now, tell me now. Ooh, if I'm helpless, tell me now, tell me now. If I'm helpless, tell me now, tell me now. Then I'll stop trying to figure it out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How does the second verse go? If I'm happy, yeah. I bet I could figure it out if someone gave me the first line. not practice to a metronome, and I should. Go to sleep, bro. Go to sleep, bro is such a common thing to write somebody. It's such an uncommon thing to say to somebody, especially if you whisper it. Go to sleep, bro. Yo, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, wake up. Wake up, bro. Go to sleep, bro. You woke me up to tell me to go to sleep. Yeah, bro, I just want to make sure you go to sleep. I have to say it 4 times a day or else I have to go on other people's lives and tell them to go to sleep. Hey, bro. Hey, wake up. Hey, bro, go to sleep. Go to sleep, bro. Now I can't think of the second verse for Helpless. Otis Redding or Sam Cooke. Both, obviously. It's a very strange question. I get it. Which guy are you? I'm both. I like how I'm being quiet like there's anyone else in the house. But I think it's good. I think it's good to practice for when there's more people in the house. Just practice being quiet. Is anyone else like me where you don't use any real lights after a certain hour? Like you hate turning lights on because you like to stay in the dark mood? Sometimes I'll use a flashlight, and I would like someone to back me up on this if they do it. If there's like your phone flashlight around or a real flashlight around, like you'd rather use that than turn on the room lights. Has anyone ever done that? You just start having a thing where you don't want to turn on the lights? I don't know. Can you play Who You Love? That song was really... That's a sweet song. You love who you love, who you love. You love who you love, who you love. Oh, you love who you love, who you love. Oh, you can't stop dreaming who you're dreaming of. If it's who you love, then it's who you love. Oh, you can't make yourself stop dreaming what you're dreaming of. If it's who you love, if it's who you love, if it's who you love, who you love, you love. Oh, no, you can't make yourself stop dreaming what you're dreaming of. If it's who you love, then it's who you love. Well, that's a nice one. One day you get old enough that your own songs give you little hugs. Hey, remember me? Could I sit on your lap? Yeah, you're heavy now, but yes. You'll hurt the old man, but climb on up. My songs are my children who are now strong enough to beat me in a fight. That is a wonderful trade-off for getting older. So you have songs that you can... I haven't heard that song in a long time. I had to play it to hear it. That's kind of a cool thing. It's kind of a cool job. Hey, I sure wish I could hear some music. I believe perhaps I'll play some. Sure wish I could hear a Mayer song right now, which is not something I ever say. Yeah. I think about this sometimes. I do sit down and I play slow dancing in a burning room. incredible. And sometimes I'll play it and be like, am I doing it right? Because I do think there's a weird thing to it that's very fingerprinty for me. I think it comes down to that. How hard you hit. There are lots of different ways to play it, obviously. I think it's a lot of neck shaking that people don't do. There's always that, like with a pick, like, you know. Anyway, but it's not like the notes run into each other. You play all three, and it's all about the one thing, like vibrato and sliding, is so specific to people. You shouldn't even try to sound like someone else there. Even just, everyone sounds different. So when tonight's equipment is a Nebula PRS, you can't really see it. That's a Nebula Silver Sky. And a Fractal, loving the Fractal. Paul Jason Klein, what is up? Good save there. Yeah. Go cry about it, don't you? I'll tell you some stuff I never told anybody, because we're all up right now. It's like we're all can't sleep. We're like all living in the same house. It's like, I can't sleep. Can you not sleep? Yeah, I can't sleep either. Come hang out. Songs take a long time to write. They should take a long time to write sometimes. And this song, I had this, you know. So I had this for a while. I think I had this. And it started out as a song, this little idea. Actually, the first thing that came for that song was "Go Cry About It." It was a song I was walking around one day. I can't believe I remember all this stuff. You had a bad day, and it was all about, you know, like you know, you had a bad day, and you did this and you did this, and the idea was, and you and it was "Go cry about it, why don't you? Go cry about it, why don't?" Like that was gonna be a song. That in my mind for a minute. I thought I could get away with writing a song where I was like, "Oh, you had a bad day, did you? Go cry about it." And I realized that lacked a certain kind of sensitivity that I was known for at the time. So it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling and changing and changing and changing and changing and changing and going and going and going. And days and weeks, literally months. And I had, it's not a sentimental moment, all this stuff. And I had, you know, and I said, and this I believe people know, I said to Chad, the engineer and producer, I said, this song sounds like two people slow dancing in a burning room. And then I stuffed it in there, and it felt wrong at the time, as most things you write at the time do. Most things you write at the time feel wrong because they're new, and they aren't what you're expecting. And I've now learned to obey that feeling, because that means something good is coming. If it feels wrong, like, just go for it. And that was like, my dear, we're slow dancing in a burning room. Now, if you'd never thought to sing that before, and you had this idea in your head, and it was all gonna be slow, and you decide, I'm gonna try, my dear, we're slow dancing in a burning room. None of that makes sense until you go for it and throw it down. And then what you're really trying to do as a writer is cheat your brain so you can't imagine it any other way. Hard thing is trying to retrain your brain. If something did glue in and you're like, you sure it's wrong? That's tough to do also, but it's a good job when you can get it. Thank you, Ross. Changed my life too, I think. Some fun songs to play on live, still, to this day. To this day. No pedals, but it's kind of a cheat to say I'm not using pedals, because there's a reverb and a delay inside the fractal, which I really like. Play Believe. Is there anyone who ever remembers? I don't remember the lyrics. Is there anyone who ever remembers? Does that start off with a change in their mind from pain on a sign? Is there anyone who really recalls ever breaking record all for something someone unrealized one time? Oh, everyone believes and how they think it ought to be. Oh, everyone believes they're not going easily. Yeah. Da 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 da. And there's just. That guitar part in there on the record. Oh, everyone believes, from emptiness to everything, yeah. Oh, everyone believes. That's my guitar part under the chorus. We're never gonna win the world. We're never gonna stop the world. We're never gonna beat this and believe this, what we're fighting for. I was trying to combine them. That's what I mean. New wave. Man on the... Oh, good Lord. It's all... You know, you can hear certain songs that are like progressions of me looking for the best version of that song. When I find it, I stop, you know. So there's certain songs that you can hear are mild copies of one another, but I hope they get better as they go. And I go, well, there's what I was trying to say. So I like tattoos. I got bad tattoos on the way to really good tattoos, and then you keep them all. Stam Goody, what's up? Yeah, so there are a couple songs that are very similar, and the tough part is that I don't want to play the ones that were version 1.0 if I've got up to like the version that I think is the, you know, like for instance, still is the life of your room when you're not inside. You know, I feel like come back to bed. Come back to bed. Oh, come back to bed. Is really I didn't need come back to, for me personally, I didn't need come back to bed. Other people might, and I should respect that more, but once I hit that, I didn't need come back to bed because I had done a better version of it with Gravity. And now, sometimes I'll go to write a song, and I don't hit writer's block, but I just hit the names of other songs I've written. I don't know if that happens to other writers in the room. I'm gonna sit down and write a song. How about a song about the crumbling of a relationship where both parties, oh yeah, no, did it, yeah. It's like, oh, would you like to take another crack at it? You think you think slow dancing in a burning room was just a taste, and you've got a way to, now all of a sudden it's very Stewie Griffin, but yeah, you go. You kind of did that already, and you're, okay, we've got to find a new way to say a thing. So it takes longer to say a thing, because it sounds so much like other things you've already said. I start with, ideally I do melody and lyrics at the same time. Ideally it all comes out at once. Isn't that great when it does? Ugh. And then I'll be writing lyric ideas and coming up with other things musically. I'll just keep going like this. This music, these lyrics, nope. These lyrics, nope. These, nope, nothing, nope, nothing. And sometimes I'll go, nah, I don't know what this is. Oh, wait a minute, boom, we got it. But that's very seldom. I like to get as much of it on the spot as I can, because I also kind of go into a trance that I can't get back. I've never been able to go back into the trance. So if you're in the middle of writing something and it's all coming to you, don't stop. I have spent literal months trying to finish things that I could have finished in minutes if I had finished the song the day I wrote it. Because you're never going to be that person again. You're constantly changing. Your point of view on the world is constantly changing. That's what's so weird about people locking in their points of view and this is me. Your point of view is always changing, and there's no job that would allow you to see that better than being a songwriter. I have no idea, based on who I am today, how I wrote those songs. I have no idea. Just like you had no idea that you wore those pants back whenever. Oh, I saw a good question. I didn't know. How long have I held on to lyrics written waiting to find the music? That's a question because you know that answer is a very long time. I have lyrics I've had for 20 years, and maybe someday they'll find it. 20 years I've had song ideas. I thought to myself, that's a really good question to ask other artists. Hey, play me the little piece of a song that you just walk around loving, and you don't know if it's ever going to find a home in a song, and it probably is never going to find a home in a song. Every artist has that little piece of like this one little song. And normally the thing that makes it so great also makes it so impossible to write anything else around it, you know? Like, nothing's worse than a song where the B section is so glorious. The B section is so glorious that where would you go after that? There is no chorus because the B section is so good. I had that with I'm a little lost at sea. I'm a little birdie in a big old tree. Ain't nobody looking for me here out on the highway. I was like, where do you go now? That was beautiful. And we all know the answer. Oh man, any way you can get a song. Any way you can get a song. If you can attack any angle of attack that works, that creates ideas that are generated from somewhere internally, because ideas generated from here, have fun, good luck, you're never getting anywhere. Geez, sure would like a song, sure would Sure would like to have another one to put out. Getting kind of lonely. Sure would like to put something out to remind people that I'm a talented individual. Better sit down and write. Well, what do we got? Nothing. If it comes from like here up and out, then you got something. And nothing's worse than wanting one up here and there's nothing here. So if there's something that you can attack from a new angle that gives you a running, some momentum into writing, sitting down, asking yourself how your new song might go is not enough inspiration to write a song. And believe me, I to this day still try to do that. Let me start writing based on what I'd like to have. No, you start writing based on an observation so that you're actually drawing off of something you're looking at verbally, idea-wise. If you're just drawing, you're doodling, and that's cool. Maybe sometimes you'll step on something, but you'll still step on something that reminds you of something very deeply internal that you can start commenting on. It's a long story, and it's been debated by thousands of people for thousands of years, how that happens and how that works. And you're just lucky to get them when they show up. Really, I'm not. Nice one, and then take it and steal it from myself and do something with it. But yeah, no, I just feel like a professional gambler. I just feel like that's all I am. It's a professional gambler, and I know how to emotionally lose small. That's the game. Did I smoke marijuana? No, I didn't. And if I did, I would not be on this. If you see me on Instagram Live, I'm not high. In fact, I don't even text when I'm high. I think it's rude to do to yourself and to other people. Because when you're high alone, are you high? Not really. What makes a person high? The effort to articulate one's thoughts. That makes you high. That's when you realize you're high. If you don't have to express your thoughts in a language other people can understand, I wonder whether you're high. I don't think you're high. High and silent, not really high. Soon as someone starts talking to you, you're high. So that's why I don't like to talk to people. Now, the greatest thing is when you're texting with somebody and you have to level with them and you go, listen, I need to let you know that I had an edible not long ago and it's about to kick in, so I don't want to hit you with a bunch of weirdness. So can we talk some other time? And then they write, that's so. When you're high alone, yes, you're high. What makes you too high is the POV, not the expression. It's a very tree falling in the woods, isn't it? If you're high alone, you're not really exhibiting your highness to yourself because you can follow your thoughts anywhere they take you. And I like you're confusing the moment you try to explain yourself to someone and you fail. That's when you feel confusing. But I don't think you can confuse yourself because you can't tickle yourself because you know what's coming. So you can't really trip yourself out because you're the passenger and you're the pilot. The moment you talk to someone when you're high, you're the pilot and they're the passenger, and it gets tricky. So anyway, that was ironically, a very high thing to talk about. How many milligrams on the edibles? I'm a lightweight. This is making so much sense to me. Well, then you're high. No, I'm kidding. I'm a lightweight. In fact, and I often am mayonnaise. Okay, well then, I'm taking a more romantic, abstract look at the word high. Yes, obviously, if you were to do a piss test, you'd be high. You're high. But high in the, in the parlance of the way people mean high, you don't really exhibit most of it. I mean, are you dizzy? Are you dizzy if you're sitting down? Anyway, you guys came here to. I don't know why you came here, actually. Lightweight gang, yes. Yeah, man, yeah, I'll tell you this. The first number is hardly ever higher than the second number. So the CBD is always, CBD is like a trusted family friend in the mix. The THC are like a couple of friends you know through other friends. But the CBD is like, we got you. We got you. We'll be here. Don't worry. There's 2 of them and there's 6 of us. And you're like, oh, thank God. You know, it's like a party. You should have 2 people who are a little scary and 6 people who have your back. That's how I look at it. When you're high, baby. When you're high, baby. When you're high, baby. When you're high, nobody talks to you. Nobody. When you're high, all the time. Hey, bro. Bro, wake up. Hey, bro. Go to sleep, bro. Hey, bro. I just want to let you know. You're starting to not to make so much sense. So I think based on how to, I don't know how to be without you, bro. And when you're asleep and I'm awake, I mean, when you're awake and when you're awake and I'm awake, I just think to myself, one of us should be asleep right now. And I got stuff to do. So I was thinking maybe you, if not one or two, you could go to sleep. I'll be right behind you, bro. If you go to sleep, You leave me alone. It's starting not to make sense, bro. These are not the things I wanna hear right now. So I wish you would, babe. I mean, bro, just go to sleep. Tomorrow is another day, full of new things to say. But right now you're talking away. And bro, I really think if it's up to me, bro, I really think that you should go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Ah. Ah. All right. You know what's really funny is I was just making fun of that, but now I really feel like we should all go to sleep. It's all of a sudden like, yeah. Being told to go to sleep is so strangely condescending. I've taken this stance for a long time. I'm not upset about it. I think it's, are you high and go to sleep are secret ways of saying you're far too impressive right now. You're a little too impressive for me right now, and I'm not in the mood to be so impressed. So if you went to sleep, the number of people around me who were impressive to me would go back to 0, and that would sure make things a little more comfortable for me if you weren't so impressive right now, you see, because I thought that I had seen the last of impressive things for the day. All right. This was really fun. I had to push myself back on. You know, you can get used to not being on. And I was like, John, go say hi to people. Well, but it's been so long. Go say, it's not a streak. No one's, just go say hi. Well, I'm sorry to people who did wake up before this. If you have your alerts set, I don't know if that's the thing. My favorite, that's really funny. I know, and I mean, no offense by the typo, but it's a very good question. What's my favorite rift I have created? Oh, there are so many. So many. They call me a rift master. My favorite rift, I'll have to think about that, but my favorite riff that I've written, I got to think about that. That's a very good question. The answer is going to be something that feels really good under my hands. You know, it might be, I'm thinking about like, let me look at it like this. What do I play of mine when I pick up a guitar? Not that I really do. I don't know. But if I'm okay, if I'm thinking about like on stage, what I'm playing, that I'm getting, it would be like. I think that ergonomically is. Oh. Love is a verb, it ain't a thing. It's not something you hold, it's not something you scream. When you show me love, I don't need your words. Yeah, love ain't a thing. Love is a verb. Love ain't a thing. Love is a verb. Love ain't a grudge, it ain't an excuse, yeah. No, you can't get to love, all just a pile of IOUs. Love ain't a drug, despite what you've heard. Yeah, love ain't a thing, baby. Love is a verb. Love ain't a thing. Love is a verb. So you got to show me, show me, show me that love is a verb. Oh no, you gotta show me, show me love. Count on me, that love is a verb. Love ain't a thing. Love is a verb. I gotta tell you, when I signed on, I did not expect to see 14 point something thousand people. I think about you very often. By you, I mean the world and the people in it. I think about how I'm feeling, and that if I'm feeling things, they must be mirrored by other people. Because I try to keep myself level with the ground. So I just want to say I love you and hang in there. And if you take off your clothes before you get in the shower, which I suggest that you do, I'm not going to tell you how your protocols should go, and you look in the mirror and you look at your body and you go, ah, shit. I want you to know that I'm doing that too. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm going, ah, shit. But it's not your fault. And some may say it's never your fault. And that's an argument for smarter people on a brighter day. But it's okay. It is okay. You happen to have an exemption unlike anything ever been handed to a person, to look in the mirror and go, oh my goodness. You just say out loud if you need to, there is a pandemic that has gripped the earth. You turn to the side and you go, we'll hit it later. We'll hit it later. Right now, eating snacks over the sink is all I got. It's not my fault. It's not a shortage of willpower. This is not a degradation of a blueprint for my life. This is not me slipping up. This is not me giving in. This is not me petering out. What I see when I look in the mirror are the results upon me from the environment around me. And we'll fix it later. And we'll fix it later. We'll fix it later. You just stay well. Well, you just stay. And if this, staying up a little later, helped me, and maybe helped someone else out there, well, that would be the best usage of Instagram ever. That and dirty doodles. Dirty doodles. I will see you very soon. Thank you for hanging out with me. This was lovely. Thanks for listening to me play the guitar. It was fun to play. And I'll see you around. Get some good sleep. If you're in a world right now, part of the world where getting sleep would be considered lazy. Still, sleep if you want. I mean, really. Eat when you're hungry, sleep when you're tired.